You've got to define your why. And you got to make it strong enough, because once you meet adversity, once you meet challenges and difficulties, what would carry you through the hurdles, what would carry you through those moments would be why you're doing it. If you do it just to impress people, believe me, you will give up when it will be challenging. If you're a salesperson, you go, you get the 2 no's and 3 no's and 10 no's, you will give up. You will be, there's no use of this. But if you know why you're doing it, is it significant for you? What is the reason behind you doing what you're doing? That's something you got to go back and define for yourself. Even if today you don't know as of yet, you can go by and try to put that reason. Why? For me, the reason why I'm standing today in front of you is because of my family. As my friend Peter mentioned, that the moment that I left the village, the entire village contributed for me to come to the United States. In fact, the whole village was at the airport to say bye-bye to me. They're like, bye. So for me, right then and there, I said to myself, I would repay them. I would do something for my village. So every moment that I wake up in the morning, I look forward to doing what I'm doing, because I want to be able to pay forward or back to my family. So that's why it kept me up. That's why I was able. I came here without speaking a single word in English. I have difficulties connecting with people. I have difficulties even because the village in Cameroon is different from the countryside here, really. I lived my entire life in Cameroon and never had electricity at home. So I touched my first computer when I came to the United States, and I was 25. And I used to drink water from the stream. People kind of taking shower upstream, and downstream I would be drinking water. So that's the type of life that I lived. But any moment that I want to achieve anything in life, I think of why I'm doing this. And that's what really carried me through the day. That's what really carried me through any obstacle that I might see. So I was able to, I'm still in this journey. I was able to write 2 books now and published it. And even though I grew up really shy, very, very shy indeed, you know, if you know any shy person, you can collect all of them. That would be me growing up. So, but when the moment that I identify that this is what I want to do in life, I want to help other people, I knew that this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stand in front of strangers that I don't know and tell them a message that is possible. You've got to define your why, because that's the only why that will carry you through every hard moment in life, every hardship, every headache, every negative, anything that's negative in your life. But if you don't know it, if you do it, as I say, to impress somebody or to show them that you can, sometimes it might not be powerful enough. But define for yourself, and you can find a way to do that. And that's what you're going to do with your business. So just to come to the idea that I want to help back those who helped me here, some people have died, so I didn't have a chance to help them. What happens is, a couple of years ago, I thought of a great idea to repay them back. I'm going to work with their kids. I'm going to work with their kids. I created a nonprofit called Africa You Can. That is possible. You can. I mean, when we think of Africa, we think of continent that's poor. Of course, it is poor. But what I've come to believe about Africa is not that we lack natural resources. No, no. In fact, it's the richest continent on earth. But it's simply because people lack vision. And with my organization, I start to work with kids to establish that vision, to establish that hope, to tell them that it's possible, to tell them that they can work on themselves, identify their talent and strength, and work on those things. And that organization would be solving another amazing issue around the world, which is migration. It's a hot topic everywhere you go around the world now. Why people move, you might ask. Only 2 things, security and economic. And economic, it's only the symptoms, but the deeper problem is people lack vision. People don't have vision of themselves. People don't have hope about themselves. But then when my organization is helping them to establish those things, they would have alternative. They would have option. They would have tools and means to not be able to take the risky path, at least to go elsewhere to find a better life. If I knew what I know today, back then, maybe I would have not been here in America. But luckily, I'm here because I serve as a transition in both worlds. I can take the best of both worlds and try to impact people in the best possible way. So, as I come to a close, I just want to encourage every one of you that the journey is long and it will be very hard. In fact, if you don't fail, look for failure, fail fast and fail quick. Because it's only then that you strengthen yourself, that you become powerful. We can only grow with adversity. We can only grow with failure. We can only grow with challenges. If you don't face those things, find ways, you're not doing much. If you're just cruising along, that means something wrong. Find a way to face challenges, to face failure even. But the greatest failure would be you giving up. It will be you giving up. Once you face those things, you find new ways of doing it, new path of getting to where you want to go. And only then can you come on top. Only then can you become all that you can become in yourself as an individual, because it's not just about developing a business. You want to be able to be the best person that you can become. You know, for your family, you want to be able to be more valuable to your family, to your community, and to the marketplace. So you got to work on yourself. You got to better yourself in terms of your attitude, your communication skills, how you do with your business. Those are the things that will carry automatically into what you do. Because you can have the best product, but if you don't know how to communicate it to people, people will not catch it. If you don't know how to wrap your ideas in the storytelling way, it will not catch on. It will just die like many ideas. One last thing that I want to say to you today. Since you are an entrepreneur, you want to do things for the world. I want you to think in terms of, on top of your grave, you want this to be there, used up. Completely used up. You want to do all that you can do here. You want to put everything that you know here. And you are capable. There's so much you can do. You can help the kids in South America. You can do more here to help the kids in Africa. You can do more to help the kids in the South Central. You can do more. You can become more, and you can have more. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for this time. My name is Elvis Tognia, and it's a plum pleasure.